started.
What you know about light skinned man right here? Ooh.
Oh my God, we're going way back.
This shit made me want to go to like Jamaica or something.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Should I let the hook ride?
Yeah, might as well. All night long. That's so funny.
Ah, damn. I was a little fucking, who knows? I don't know. That's old school, nigga. That's old
Some
school.
good stuff right there.
Damn, already cursing. Anyway, welcome back to Making Noise in the Kitchen. I am your boy, Carlo Banga, a.k.a. Dom Perignon. And this is...
Mario, Rio, or the Senator, whichever you prefer.
He did it. He did it.
Finally pulled it off, huh?
Yeah, that first episode, you was like, this is Rio, Raro.
I didn't know who I was that first episode.
Oh, snap.
I'm a little more established.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the third, I guess, official show that everybody will be seeing. You know what I mean? We just did a rollout pretty much today of the first episode that's on YouTube. We're on Spotify.
Can you believe it?
Got a lot of big things coming. It's like
you're driving on the highway and you want to hear something funny. You know what? Put us on. We're on Spotify.
Know what I'm saying?
Making Noise in the Kitchen.
It's a lot of things that's coming. We working and we getting this thing rolling, so bear with us. You know what I'm saying? There's little kinks here and there that we're still going through, that we still got to go over, but we pretty much in the groove for things right now.
And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We laugh about it the next time.
No, it's going to work, bitch. It's going fuck
I'm saying the episode or whatever. You know?
What everything is going to work.
Exactly. It's going to move on.
Hell yeah. So what's been going on? How was it the New Year?
New Year was
Christmas.
pretty good.
Christmas is now came and went. New Year's is now came and went.
Which is nice.
All right.
You know? It's almost you know what? It's almost like a relief. It's like, you know what? We did it. We got through it, and we're out the other side.
So now it's time to face 2021.
Exactly.
And see what the hell we can make happen now.
And we've already got some madness going on.
For real?
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. We wait until the segment comes in, and I'll fill you right in.
Do we just need to go straight into it?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, hold on.
Here we go.
Mario!
Hey, that's me.
It's me, Mario!
Now it's time for Rio's news.
Exactly. We start off tonight talking about the coronavirus and the screw up that has gone on with getting those viruses out and getting those shots in people's arms.
Oh, the vaccine?
The vaccine,
oh,
absolutely.
Here we go.
So here we are into like the third week of these vaccinations being out, and they still can't get it right. I mean, you know, what more has to happen? Does Biden have to go up there? I mean, really, come on. The guy's old. Come on. You know, I know he's old, but does he need to go up there before he starts his official job and work the kinks out of this thing too?
And do what?
And
do what?
And get it done. Get it lined up so people can go in and get vaccinated and move on with their lives.
So what they're saying, they're slowing down the vaccines to certain people, right? Or I guess to certain places. I just heard something too, that somebody got arrested for actually holding or taking a bunch of vaccines and destroying them.
Tampering with them, yeah. He actually, I guess he was trying to give his family members shots. So he would tap into some bottles and take some of the actual.
Say word.
Hey, I guess he got his family vaccinated.
So what, he just like had a little baggie or something and he just tapping them out like something.
All
like
you have to do is fill up the syringes.
cap it and then dip out.
Yeah. And then whenever you got a family member, you just hit them in the arm with it.
That's so weird.
I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's
a
what
Caucasian
probably
thing.
happened.
I'm saying, was that a black doctor that did that? I don't think so. If that was a black doctor, he'd go home and be like, "Hey, I got that corona vaccine." You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "Yo, let me get that."
Exactly.
That's the family member I'm staying away from.
I mean, Christ, I don't want somebody coming out of the back of their car with
You know what I'm
a
saying?
coming
And I'm sure that's probably happened right now.
It's
that's
happened.
It's got to be going.
Yeah.
Those niggas downstairs right now. Yo, I got Armando downstairs. Él tiene tu sabes.
Armando tiene todo.
Él tiene tu sabes.
Name it, he's got it. Okay.
I'm straight.
Freak this coronavirus thing.
You know what I'm saying? Tell Armando to get the hell up out of here. I don't care about none of that. Are you still taking the vaccine, sir?
I would, yeah. If I could get a hold of it, I would. You're still anti-virus vaccine.
I can't say that I'm anti-vaccine because, like I said, I took malaria for God, you know what I'm saying, in the army and stuff.
Already.
You know what I'm saying?
This
but I had
is
no
cakewalk.
choice because if it was up to me, I wouldn't took that shit.
Well, it wasn't and it isn't.
Yeah, straight up. And I'm saying now,
it's up to you. It's your decision if you want to get vaccinated or not.
yeah, it's
Would
not
you
like
let
the
your
army
kids
we had
do
to
it?
stand in line and what was that?
Would you let your kids get vaccinated?
Right now, no.
Okay.
Nah. And especially ain't no reason for it till they're doing homeschooling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they be at we're not gonna go through all that now.
Right.
And
No,
now,
just asking.
now I hear that
Nothing personal.
Oh no, hell no. And then now all the what is it called? The new strain of COVID-19
Yeah.
is here in Florida.
Here in Florida, here in town.
Right down the block, actually.
Exactly.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I think I worked with that dude.
Oh,
I
my
mean, he
Lord.
worked in the hospital. From what I understand.
Wait, you're joking?
No, I heard, from what I understood, and I could be wrong. He worked at Martin Memorial North on the water.
Wait. What? I didn't hear nothing about this.
That's what I heard.
So you mean to tell me the place where I worked?
Yes, absolutely. The place where he worked.
You know the nigga's name?
No, I don't know his name. They didn't say
Where'd you
it.
find this out at?
I read an article about it. Like one of the first articles that came out about it. They said that a case had come out in Martin County.
Out of the Republican clinic.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I believe that's what it said. I believe they didn't call it the Republican Clinic. They called it
Martin Health Systems?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they didn't say Republican clinic.
No, they didn't
said-
say Republican Clinic. They said Martin Health Systems or something like that, or the name of the hospital.
They can't use the original name no more.
No, that's what I'm saying. What's the new name?
Republican
Cleveland
Clinic.
It's a Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name they use. I was like Republican Clinic. I was not making a connection. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow.
Whatever. Yeah, that's their name.
All right.
Yeah. So the first case of the new strain is here in town where we're at, and it's what's crazy for me is I was gonna put my youngest son back into school after the new year. Because he can't handle this, like this, this homeschooling isn't for everything. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. And I was gonna put him in there, and now with this new strain, and they're saying that it hits kids pretty crazy. I don't think I'll hold back, and I'll just take this time now to focus in more hardcore. I'm gonna be the teacher, principal, and everything, and I'm just going to have to do it, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do all that than to put him in danger, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and I don't know completely how, you know how everybody reacting with the whole COVID virus, and, it's
That's the thing.
it's either dangerous, people are either dying, or people are skating through it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
there's no in between, really.
I had somebody that we can actually call who had the COVID virus.
Really?
And we can ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? If definitely wanted to.
Sure, absolutely.
Right? I wonder. I didn't talk to him about it. I talked to him a couple days ago, but I didn't like certify if he wanted to do this. Let me see.
Well, and I'm curious to compare. I believe I had the virus at the beginning of the year. It was never verified because once I got tested, I believe it showed up as a false negative.
So you believe you got it in the beginning of the year before COVID was even announced?
No, it was just announced around that time.
And was that the time when you like quarantined inside the house for mad long?
Yeah.
But I think it just got like, it was maybe, we may have been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But I had like, I mean, it had come out and we heard about it on the radio, and then all of a sudden Martin County had gotten it, and it was all over here.
Yeah, I was working.
Before it became an issue here, I had already had it. You know.
Yeah, because after, I mean, I was working at the hospital at that time, and the directors of my hospital were over there doing the whole press conference and everything like that.
Yeah.
So like, that was there was a minute there in the beginning I was like a little shook. I was like, yo, I don't want this.
Well, nobody wants it.
This
and
shit, but like,
now that this other, and let's put it this way, now I'm a little frightened because if I didn't have it, right now there's this new strand that's even easier to get from what I understand.
I don't know that much about the new strand. Like, I'm waiting for this guy. There's a YouTube channel. He does like whiteboard presentations and goes through the whole everything about the whole virus and from start to beginning. You know what I'm saying? And like, he broke the first one down to me crystal clear. You know what I'm saying? But now with this
the guy
one,
you
I sent the video to everybody. Yeah.
That was really well done.
Yeah, it was. I forget, it's something nerds. He called it like Revenge Nerds or something like that. I forget the name of the channel. But shout out to them, yo. I'll get their thing and plug them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was trying to see if he's gonna put something in new, because this dude goes over every damn disease there is.
Right.
And I haven't seen
like an update or something.
Yeah, it's like if you search it up on YouTube, new coronavirus strand or whatever, all it shows you is like news reports, and it's like, we don't need to see that.
So it worries me because I work directly with the population. With sick people. I'm a transporter from hospital to hospital, and I'm a transporter from nursing home to hospital. So it worries me. I am diabetic, and those are issues that you have to live with.
And you see, now that's the thing. Like, I hope my bro over here can answer and say he wants to get up on here. He might be busy though. He's diabetic too. He's been hardcore diabetic since I known him since he was like 16.
Yeah,
something like that. And like his whole family caught it, and his daughter diabetic. You know what I mean? And like, I was shook, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what exactly was going on, and then he came over the other day, and he told me, he was like, there was a couple of days there that he was like, that shit got rough. Said it got rough real bad. So like, but I didn't get into depth, you know what I'm saying?
It's something to definitely worry about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're not worried for yourself, you have to be worried for family members and everybody else around you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, my mom's had a friend, her husband died from it. You know what I mean?
And people that haven't gotten it and do get it, some of those people are going to have to live with side effects from this thing for a long, long time.
That's the thing that I'm thinking. Yeah, like,
I'm still dealing with side effects. My legs are constantly cramping. All of a sudden I came down with diabetes right after I had the virus, right after I got that sick. All of a sudden, it was like spontaneous diabetes. Boom. That's what happened to me.
But all right, well, here, my boy Book just said he's down to talk real quick.
Oh, right on.
Ask him some questions.
Very cool. Very cool. As the phone rings.
You know what I'm saying? You.
What's up, bro?
Hey, welcome to the Making Noise in the Kitchen podcast. Your boy Carlo Banga. You know who it is. I'm here with my co-host, Uncle Mario, the Senator.
Howdy.
All right.
All right. Nah, we was just over here talking and just talking about COVID-19 and like how you don't really know how to really take this in. Like some people think it ain't nothing. It's just it's even less than a common cold, or it's really gonna kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? And then even people with underlying conditions, they don't know how to you know what I'm saying, take what to take of it either. My uncle has diabetes, and he thinks he may have had it in January, but it's like not for sure certain, but it sure was looking like it. But like you know what I'm saying, I know you had gotten it. Like what was that like? And did you feel it before you even knew you had it, that you were diagnosed with it? Or
Yeah, so basically, a couple days before I went in and got tested, I was feeling like something was gonna come down, and I said to my wife, I said something is gonna hit me, and I feel it coming. And she was already feeling symptoms, but we wasn't sure yet what it was because she didn't get her results back because she had already got tested 2 days before that.
mm-hmm.
So Sunday she was already feeling symptoms, and by Tuesday I was feeling symptoms as well. And it was progressive. Every day was a different, a different feeling. Like the first day, it was like, okay, my body feels weird. The second day, okay, now I'm having body aches. The third day, now I'm having fevers. The fourth day, now I'm feeling body ache, fevers, and like like nausea, and like so on and so forth. Like every day it was progressing, and then it got to a point where I was just in bed for about 3-4 days straight, no eating. Mind you, not I am diabetic too. You know what I mean? So it was hard, but I was obviously not taking that much insulin because I was trying to keep my blood sugars higher than lower.
Uh-huh.
So, and it was a battle. It was rough, man. It was really rough.
How was your lungs?
Yo, for being a smoker from the age of 18 till now I'm 34, I quit 7 months before I had got diagnosed with COVID because I was afraid of that situation. My lungs, thank God, till now, I've been good. I didn't feel affected. I was breathing just fine.
Do you have any side effects from the virus? Do you have any leftover lingering feelings, weakness, or anything else?
No, I don't think so. I feel normal now, and it's been about a month, I say, or a month and a half, I say, that I've been feeling fine.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing. I guess they're saying that this can hit people in different ways, but then, you hear some people with underlying conditions such as diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, we get shook, we get scared. And for instance, my uncle right now, he's in the hospital. He had like 3 strokes in one. And they're saying that they don't know whether it's a stent that they put in his heart a couple years ago or if it was from COVID. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, well, what the hell? A lot of people are saying COVID's a part of everything. Right.
Yeah. So here's one thing that I have to share, that I panic over things really easily. And I remember one night waking up in the middle of the night, and I felt like I was going to either die or pass out. Like I felt lifeless. I woke up to use the restroom, and as I'm using the restroom, I called out for my wife. I'm like, she's like right there. She's like, what's going on? I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Like I feel like I'm done. She's like, just come to the room, and I went, I walked back to the room, and then I laid on the bed, and then after that, she helped me calm down because I got hysterical. I was crying. I was very scared, very, very scared.
Damn, that's crazy shit, yo.
But did anybody in the family lose their sense of smell or their sense of taste or any of those symptoms like fever and?
My wife and I, we both lost our sense of taste and smell. I lost mine for about a week and a half, and she lost hers for about 3 weeks. Wow. As far as any other symptoms, I think we had them all.
Wow.
All of them, including nausea, diarrhea, vomiting. No, I don't think it's vomiting. No, right? So no, we didn't have vomiting. That's for sure. But everything else we did.
Did you guys lose any weight? Yeah.
No, I wish. Well,
Ah,
my wife probably wishes, but I don't. I didn't lose no weight. I'm good.
right on.
Damn, what a wild ride. You know what I'm saying? I can't like imagine catching something that I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the kung flu or none of that bullshit, but it came from all the way from China, and it's weird to think that
Yeah.
something from all the way out there entered your body. You know what I'm saying? Through other people and shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it makes you feel really. It makes you feel really. I don't
Vulnerable.
know if dirty is even a word that we can use because it makes you feel really uncomfortable, within your own skin.
Yeah, because I mean,
It
even
is
thinking
awful.
about it nowadays for like the single people out there, like dating and everything, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody wearing masks now. And so it's like, how you gonna holler at a girl? They gonna think you vain if you just hollering at her through a mask or whatever, or even if you tell her to take the mask off. But then now it's like not only they gotta worry about STDs, they gotta worry about COVID.
Yep.
That shit wild.
Yeah, it's scary, man. It's a scary business.
Uh-huh.
It's a scary world we live
You
in.
know what I'm saying? Hey, though, for real, though, thank you for, you know what I'm saying, answering the call. We just wanted, you know what I'm saying, hit you up and see how that thing was. Thank God you were good and over that shit.
Exactly. We're alive. We feel confident that you've recovered 100%. You're a good man.
Yeah, brother, but you know what I'm saying? Much love to you and your family. You know what it is.
Thank you, sir. I love you guys.
I love you too, brother. I'm going to talk to you later. Thank you.
All right.
Dale.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you got right out of the horse's mouth.
yeah, man, that's bugged out.
Do you remember when the big thing that people used to say is, "Do you know anybody that died?"
Yeah, I remember that. That was a question that I was asking like every other day. Do you know anybody who got it?
Right.
Like I didn't know anybody who got this shit, and then finally I started meeting people that was getting it, and like I mean I was in the hospital. I was right there, you know what I'm saying? And then when I started meeting cardiologists and stuff like that ended up getting it. We won't talk about the other stuff that went on or surrounding them getting that and the job and everything that was sacrificed and lost, jobs that were lost because of it. But I
Well-
don't like the fact that this whole virus went political.
It did. I mean, and there's no way it couldn't have gone any other way. I mean, there was a party that refused to do anything about it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we're still sitting on that because we're still feeling the aftermath of that. By not having, they thought it was going to be as simple as getting the antivirus or the vaccine to certain places around the country, right? They got it there. It's sitting.
Yeah.
They never thought about how do we get these into people's arms. So that's what we're
They're
dealing
just
with
worried
now.
about getting it
You know?
into state.
Right, and they did that. They got it into the states. Now they're trying to get it into people's arms. And DeSantis, our own precious governor, the other day decided that he was going to give it all to the senior citizens. So 65 and older. You know how many 65 and older
I think
are
it's
there in this?
It's the first stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
first
but
stage,
that's the
you know
majority
how
of our
many-
state. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the
but
majority of our state.
So of course they've got huge lines now at these places where they're doing these this whole vaccination thing.
That'd be some bullshit. They get this vaccination, they die next week.
Well, and you see the crowds of people sitting outside in the heat and everything else. I mean, thank God it hasn't been that crazy hot here in Florida, but it wasn't properly thought out. Nothing in the Republican administration has been properly thought out throughout this whole gig, throughout the last 4 years. Everybody's only thinking halfway.
So I guess we got 4 or 5 days left until something goes on in Congress where they certify that he's the president.
Right, January 6th.
And there's a couple Republicans right now that are they're attesting, if that's the word.
Protesting, yeah.
Protesting.
Yeah. Well, and then they have to stand up and they have to. I'm sorry, I'm not going to certify the election because I believe, and then it goes behind closed doors and they take a vote and it gets dismissed and they come back out and like nobody's going to judge it. Keep on going, And Biden's going to listen. There is no way on the 7th or on the 20th we're going to wake up and Biden will not be in the White House by the end of the day. There is no way. That will never happen.
Snap.
So, I mean, for these suckers for these people that continue believing Trump's stories.
Don't ever say ever.
I mean, look at today's story. Today's top story. they got Trump on tape for 45 minutes harassing one of the electoral board members to change the election numbers by Tuesday.
For real?
45 minutes of it. The guy ranting and raving on how they have to change these numbers, how they have to find more votes so the Republican Party could win, so the president could be president. Really? I mean, that's got to be illegal, first of all. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because even, like, isn't that, like, tampering with witnesses or something like that?
Well, you would consider it that. I mean, you're tampering with the election.
Huh?
You know? So, I mean, for anybody to come up and now, after that's been released, 45 minutes of this guy just being beaten over the head by the president about how he needs to find more Republican votes in his state is just beyond ridiculous. And for anybody to back it, it's beyond ridiculous. And if you believe that this is the truth, listen, you're only fooling yourself. Nobody else is buying the story. It's not being bought. No matter what, the 21st, Biden would have slept in the White House one night already. You can bet your ass about that.
Geritol and all. No, I'm joking. Hey, you know, speaking of that, it's funny because the other night when I went on my journey, I was like scrolling through YouTube and there was a picture of Biden and like they caught him at the wrong time. He's like, it sounded like he was saying, like, "Come again," like, and I was like, "Oh, that's such a bad picture," and it made me go down this little weird road after that. We'll get into all that later, but
Nice.
yeah, you know, I was watching this lecture the other day from Jordan Peterson. This dude actually has, I guess, college lectures that he does. What he used to do, I don't know, but he was talking about why Hitler used to take so many baths. Should probably watch that lecture and tell me what you think. What are you getting a little reminiscence? Like what are you hearing from it?
Oh, no. I
Come
mean,
from a
listen,
germaphobe?
right.
Like he's a germaphobe, and it was very weird because I seen people post up things like how Hitler used to take, you know, how he took over.
Right, the way he did it,
The way he did it, yeah.
I mean,
And
it's practically the same thing we're living through right now. You know, you demonize a group of people, and then you go after them until there's nothing left.
He started with insecticides to kill all the bugs and germs that were in the area because they were disgusting and caused germs. And then from there, he made people wear masks, and then went on to, you know, putting them in chambers. And don't say like you know what I'm saying? You got to watch the lecture. It was pretty crazy because I was in it like, oh, wow, I need to
what's his
rewatch
name
it.
again?
Jordan Peterson. I think the dude is on CNN. Mr. Fake News, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. I mean, if you're sitting in there in a college room, obviously it's all college students.
Right. Yeah, it's like
it's all he's doing is it's like a history class or whatever. Right. All he's doing is speaking the thing. There wasn't no opinion based in what he was saying, at least from what I can remember right now. But check it out. I think it's called like Why Hitler Took So Many Baths.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through so many examples of him of Trump trying to follow that Hitler lead.
Yeah.
You know?
And like I said the other night, then they be saying that like Biden is trying to follow that lead, and I'm like, how is his old ass like? Y'all say it yourselves. He could barely wipe his ass. Like he's wearing the pens right now, and you're giving him that much power to fucking take over a country. Like,
listen, first of all, you got to get into the White House. You know, I mean, come on, let's get to one point first before he starts trying to take over the world.
One more minute.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like let him get into the White House first, and then he can try taking over the world. But don't start, putting the horse before the cart. You know?
It make no damn sense.
And listen, I was thinking about it earlier today. I was thinking, you know what? It's a good thing he's that old because you know what? I'm sure right now he's not thinking about money or making.
Yeah, he's just thinking about the world before he leaves.
Exactly. He's thinking about leaving behind a better world.
Yeah.
And I
give
think,
him that chance.
Yeah, and I think we definitely deserve to give him that chance.
It's like Chappelle said when Donald Trump won the presidency the first time. I said, let's give him the chance and see how bad he's going to fuck up. Anyway, excuse me. Didn't mean to curse.
And you hope for the best and you know, that's all you can do is hope for the best. You know? And that's why we're here, to keep a straight line. Because you know what? I was thinking about this afternoon, too. This show eventually will stop talking about Donald Trump when he blows away into the wind. And we will pick up other aspects of government, and we're going to try to keep people in line. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're not here for Democratic Party or Republican Party. We're here for the truth.
Real shit.
We're here to try to make things better, not for the Republicans, not for the Democrats, not for the independents, for everybody.
So y'all could get something more than $600.
Exactly.
You ready to eat?
Hey, I'm always ready to eat.
Today we're gonna do something a little chill, relax, whatever.
Right on.
We'll have some,
easy?
yeah, you know what I'm saying, some
That's what
pork
we're about,
chop
quick and
sandwiches. Pork chop, like back in the hood.
Oh, nice.
But these pork chop sandwiches, they nice. A little nice, you know what I'm saying? A little remnants of things that have been cooked before, but like just all in all, I just wanted it to be a sandwich. So these are thinly sliced pork chops, oven baked, you know what I mean, and then flash broiled at the end. We got some like caramelized and cane sugar apples and pears.
Oh, nice. That's always a good combination, the apples and pears and
you know what I'm
pork.
saying? And we got those. We did those up on a cast iron pan. Shake them up, got a nice little caramelization to them. Then on top of that, we got some spinach and garlic, deglazed with a little bit of white wine. And so we mix the apples and the spinach and everything together in a gravy, and like a reduction, a brown gravy, demi, whatever.
Crazy.
And put that on the sandwich with it. There you go.
Wow. Sounds very very exotic and very something that, you know, if I was to look at it, I'd be like, oh my God, this took forever to make.
Did I say that the bread? So there's Gouda cheese on the bread that's going to be melted in the oven. Did I say that?
That goodness.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Goodness.
A little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. You see, that's why they keep me coming back.
Making noise in the kitchen.
Oh, look at that. That doesn't get any better. I can tell you already, I'd pay for that. It's not even finished. I'd definitely pay for it.
Now that old mixture, the spinach, the garlic, the brown gravy, apples and pears.
Oh my goodness. Who would not pay for this? Let's put it that way.
A little bit of sweet and savory all together.
Look at that. I'm quiet because it's just unbelievably fantastic looking. The smells that are rolling off this plate are just fantastic.
Mixtures. It's sesame seed and and sesame and poppy. Yeah. So it's a mixture of breads.
Very cool. It's like a McDonald's McRib. Oh my goodness. Ooh wee.
Onyo.
That's sandwichy goodness. Man.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pork chop sandwich with some Spanish, some apples, pears,
Some Spanglish.
some brown gravy, some Gouda cheese, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Oh, it looks fantastic. We'll get back to you after we polish these away.
We're going to go in on these. Make a noise in the kitchen.
Out. And this meal is fantastic.
I've been waiting for this sandwich. I thought about this like last week, and then I remember like a day ago, I was like, what the hell am I going to cook on the show? And then I thought about this. Fresh pear does all the damn difference in the world. I even want to mess with like a Chinese pear now.
And the spinach sauce, oh, fantastic. Got a nice little kick to it. Fantastic.
Yeah, this that seasoning on the pork chop slap your mama, gives it the kick that it needs.
We use that a lot on the show here.
Yeah, for real.
It always gives food a great flavor.
Oh yeah. I think it's from Louisiana too. I think so. Shout out Daryl and Tom. Yeah, like the pork chop oven baked and then at the end just broiled real quick. Get that crisp on the top. But the spinach mixture with the apple and pears and the brown gravy.
There's something that almost tastes Chinese about it. Maybe the cinnamon.
And then so like home style at the same time. Like this thing kind of tastes like like a after Thanksgiving sandwich. I'd buy it.
I'd buy it. Hell yeah, I'd buy it. How long did it take you to whip it up?
I mean, we baked the pork chops. So I laid the thin pork chops down. He laid the thin pork chops down on some olive oil and seasoned them and put them in the oven at 400 for about like 10 minutes. And then I pulled them out so I can do everything according to the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? The brown gravy, quick. You can get regular brown gravy in the package or make your own real brown gravy, but that's going to take a process. But do the brown gravy and shave the apples and cut them up. But with the apples and the pears, I do that separately. I caramelize them in the cane sugar and butter and let them do its thing, then sit to the side. And then, I do the gravy separately. And then I do the spinach separately. Spinach and garlic together, saute that up, and then add it all together. You know what I'm saying? So each different flavor is going to make its way together. I didn't put a dash of salt in any of this.
Oh my God. Amazing.
In any of it.
And it's so well seasoned. It's amazing.
So you mix that all together and then let it go good. And then with the Gouda cheese, we got the real brick of Gouda cheese. Sliced it up, put it on top of the bread, put it under the broiler, burnt it. And then had to redo it again, and then it came out proper, a nice little crisp, not too crazy. A couple of them still had the char from the other ones. I left that because you need char. If you're from New York and you order a chicken cutlet sandwich or a veal cutlet sandwich, there's char on that bad boy, and that gives it that little bit of, you know what I mean? So you always want a little bit of char somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Let it feel like you eating outside. You know what I mean? And then put it together. It is what it is. I say, like, without stopping, it's gonna run you like a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Well worth it.
I know, a lot of people tend to do that when they taste my cooking and everything. And
Well, sometimes is worthy of some applause.
Hey, it's
That is just utter perfection.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, it was pretty damn good.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real, dope sandwich.
Oh my gosh,
I would.
It's gonna be one of our specialty items. Absolutely, I can see it.
I would definitely order that sandwich if I was somewhere and that I seen that on the menu. And it said that I cooked it, I'd been like, yeah, I'd order that shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying? That's half the sandwich coming out right now. If you're on a diet, I don't suggest you eat that sandwich.
Well, fried. Well, the pork chops are
Oven baked.
and they're really there's not much fat on them. They're very lean.
You couldn't be on a keto diet and eat this sandwich. That's for sure.
Because of the cheese.
And
the
I mean that
carbs.
there's I'm using sugar to caramelize the apples as well. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if it was just like what if you woke up hungover
Oh, my
and
gosh.
you needed a sandwich?
That would be the sandwich. That really would be the sandwich.
Yeah, straight
Because
up.
It gives you that whole combination thing where you get the whole It's easy to handle. It's in your hand. It's easy to handle. It's two hands. You bite into it. You put it back down. It's a beautiful item.
I thought it was gonna make a mess. It
It didn't
didn't.
really make a mess. I
Yeah.
was surprised. Maybe the bread like absorbed all the
Took
juices,
everything. Yeah, it
which
took
was
everything in.
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a dope sandwich. Feels Christmassy. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Got that
warming.
cinnamon and-
Yeah, the cinnamon and the sweetness of the pear and the apple, you know what I mean? And then the spinach coming through. And then I think the Gouda is like such the Gouda cheese is the underlying factor on this thing that made it a MVP, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The smoothness of it, you know.
If I think it had a good amount. I didn't want it overbearing with cheese, and especially with the Gouda with that kind of cheese because it was off the block. It could have been very stretchy. I didn't want to see no stretchiness
Right.
when we bit into the sandwich. But for sure, I would definitely.
I would definitely buy a 2 thumbs up on that
You know what
one.
I'm saying? Word,
And actually, I
word.
would actually go out looking for that.
Yeah.
So beyond paying for it, I'd probably go out looking for it.
Yeah, that thing was bad.
Because that's the sandwich that you want to have more than once a month.
Yeah,
that's for
that's-
sure.
I definitely have to make that again. And those are thin pork chops, you know what I'm saying? I was actually thinking at first to make these with like thick pork chops, like fat ones, you know what I'm saying? And I was
Well,
like,
I could see it either way.
I could still see it with a
Because
fat pork
it could
chop.
really be. It could be really one of the meals that the upper ended meals.
Oh yeah, up on our on Instagram that's coming out here. Well, by this time it will be out. We have the menu, the different types of menus, and we have 3 choices to choose from. It's a regular barbecue tier, a home style tier, and a upper echelon kind of tier if you want to get fancy with it. And it's a group party above 10. We will have the intimate menus out here soon as well. Great menus to go by, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, very reasonably priced.
You know what I mean? And this is all, you know what I'm saying? Email us and we can get a good price for you. And we have these special drinks, the drink of the season, that will go with the upper echelon meal, courtesy of us. I don't think I elaborated that. If you do get that tier, the level 3 tier, that drink will be on us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Straight up.
You know,
Straight up.
it's something that you would be able to tell a friend that 30 years from now that you're still excited about having that night, that beautiful memory. It's the way to go.
Oh yeah, food speaks volumes, man. Especially when you're chilling. Excuse me. When you chilling and you with you know what I'm saying, all the people you love and you got good food around, that makes that experience way better. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I've ever seen with everything that I've done.
So that's what our family was based on.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
Yeah. It
getting
was
together
always
and, getting together around food.
always the food was always a factor and drinks was there.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Salud. I'll drink to that.
Hey, I had an idea, yeah. Drink to that. I was speaking to my young one, and he was saying how we need to incorporate drinks more into this program. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna be giving out a special drink, a part of that that third tier that you purchase, you know what I'm saying? We might as well show you what we can do to show you, you know what I'm saying? Put our money where our mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, this kind of goes into this goes right into our little segment of Subway stories. This actually it shows how in depth what the food still is in life. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a crazy ass incident back in the day. That were you there? You weren't there for that, right?
I was happy to say I wasn't there that night.
Yeah, this Subway story was kind of crazy.
Could have been a lot worse.
This involves my mama, his sister, and his other sister, Natty. You ever heard of this story? All right, so this is a crazy ass story. Back in the day, I think I don't think I was 15 or 16. You know what I'm saying? And we lived in the burbs, and every Christmas there was a get together in Bear Mountain, New York. Now, like Bear Mountain is like literally what it is. It's this mountain that you drive on the side of to get to the top of it, and then there's like this big log cabin up there, and it's an open field, and ice skating rink there, and so we would go out there to and there's a bridge there. A matter of fact, this dude killed himself off jumping off of that bridge like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Off of Bear Mountain, yeah, and that's a big ass bridge. It's like
It is.
you
It
know
is a
Bear
big-
Mountain. Even driving off the side, you get
Yeah.
nervous going up there. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
like going across the Washington Bridge, you know?
But like, whew, you are on the side of it, and so yeah, we would always go ice skating. Like we, you know what I'm saying, me and my homeboys, we trying to do the fast skating and everything like that, and just wilding out. Anyway, so this was our first Christmas that it's not exactly on Christmas. It's like, I guess, a week before Christmas or whatnot. But this is the Christmas that we decided we all gonna go, and so this is all the friends, all the family.
Right.
Like we all meeting up at
Almost took
Bear
everybody
Mountain.
out in one shot.
We meeting up at Bear Mountain to go and chill out, yo. And so I remember, like, that was like, it was free time for us, 'cause that's all my friends and everything. So this is where we can drink, we can run off and smoke and do our little stupid shit. You know what I mean? So the whole time we up there, we're having fun, just running around and everything. And when I say like everybody met up, so like on the side of that field, there's a row of people. And everybody bought their grills. So, like, if you're, like, walking down a parade of just everybody with grills, just barbecuing, and their families just getting drunk and everything. And we had a hibachi grill. Like, it was a real nice one, too. It was a flat-top hibachi grill. Had the art. It looked Japanese and everything. Had the wooden thing. But it was run out of propane. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the thing was set up over there the whole night. Mom's over there cooking. Everything was Gucci. I'm running back and forth, just chilling and everything. And it was like the end of the night. It had to be like 11:30 at night. And I remember, this is when Vanessa was alive. I was still waiting for her to show up. And she decided to show up like right when this shit happened. Like, witness this thing go on. You know what I'm saying? And so like I'm like walking over to our area where that barbecue is, where the hibachi grill is, and I see Mom over there. Like she usually does scrubbing, and she had the green pad, and she's scrubbing all the stuff off of it and everything. And I think it was Kevin's brother. Yeah, it was Kevin's brother. He used to be wild. He used to be wild, and he went down and he was like, "Let me turn this off for you." And my mom's sitting there cleaning this thing, mind you, and he goes underneath and starts. I guess he figured he was gonna turn off the kerosene, the propane going to the thing. Right. Instead, he unlooses it, and the hose is blaring from the kerosene. So like, because it's like the kerosene is shooting out from the tank, and this thing is just.
Right.
And here comes your sister. With a kerosene, a lantern that was lit up like real fire. It wasn't even like, at the time, this is when the fake lanterns came out, and everybody had the fake lanterns around with the light, you turn it on, and that's it. No, we had the real one with the wick bag, and she came over. Yo, you need a light? Let me show you.
Ba-boom.
She was so used to walking around with the fake ones, you know what I'm saying, at that time. She can't, and I remember I'm saying in my head in slow-mo, I'm like, "That's a real lantern." Whoosh. That thing blew me the fuck back. Like, the fireball that erupted from this thing was literally, I had to say, it was about 20 feet high up in the air.
Oh my God.
To the top of the fireball. The wideness of this thing was like a good 50 feet. And Mom's was right in the middle of it. And so like and when it went up quick. It went up and went away quick. It was like, woof, woof, like that. But like, you see Mom all of a sudden like running towards me, and she's screaming, and like I grab her, and like hair is coming off. Like she wasn't totally bald, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like pulling hair off of her and everything, and she had on like a wool jacket.
She was singed.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, everybody stopped what they were doing, and they were like, we were right in the middle of that shit. Like, it was unbelievable. My ex step pops at that time, that was all crazy and shit. He was drunk and like, you know, trying to be all Superman, but he couldn't even talk because he was so smashed.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
What a bunch.
So I'm like flipping out, almost fought the firefighter, you know what I'm saying? Because he was like, wow, he didn't, he was doing his job and everything. I was young. I didn't know what the hell. I was a spaz, and that was the most craziest thing I've ever seen.
It's exactly who you need to be fighting. The guy that's trying to help.
You know what I'm saying? But he was like, get the fuck out of here. He's all young, like, get the fuck out of here. Could have called me a nagger.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
Excuse me,
my
sir.
mom. That's my mom. I was all spazzing out. I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
But yo, it was wild.
No, I was at my house, and my dad had I was sleeping in my mom's room because the phone was right next to it. It was before cell phones.
Yeah, this is before cell phones. Yeah,
Before cell phones, and I'm by the phone on the bed because my dad had just had a triple bypass down here, and.
Really?
Yep. So I was I was next to the phone just in case my mother needed me for something or whatever. I would be able to pick up quickly. So sure shit around 11:30, I guess 12 o'clock or something like that. I get a phone call. We're in the hospital and we got blown up, and I was like, oh my god, unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. They were all out of there. I would say all that. I distinctively remember all this weekend because
Was it the anniversary? Yeah, it was. Bro,
it was
after
the
Christmas.
anniversary, and like I delve into like natural supplements to reach my mind this weekend, and boy did I visit that shit vividly. And I saw Paul, my godfather this weekend. Like that shit was wild. I was like in grandma's apartment 7B, and it was like if it was his apartment, and he was walking me out to the door, and he gave me $20, and he was like, all right, I'll see you later. And I was like, all right. And so you remember out of grandma's door, like in 2059 in McGraw, like when you walk out and then you make the right and the elevators are right there.
Right.
And soon as like I got to the edge of that, all of a sudden I feel like somebody went like, yo. And I was, what the hell? And it was him. He walked me out, and then it was him there. I was like, okay. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, shit. And then I just, like, snapped out of it.
Yikes.
And I was like, oh, man, hell nah. And I started seeing all these things this weekend, like, things just so vividly.
You were seeing dead people?
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Who else?
I mean, damn. Everything was 3D. Like, I definitely felt like, what the hell am I? There's nothing to be mad about. And I can't I'm not letting anybody dictate the way I move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, from here, I was like, I'm not going to let anybody get me upset about anything. And then I started thinking about things that I was upset about. I was like, man, what the hell's the point?
Right on.
I think I might have felt what death felt like, because they say that shit is so beautiful and there's no worries in the world. I had not one worry in the world. I felt like if I stay calm like this, everything is going to be okay.
Right on. So it gave you a nice peaceful feeling.
Yeah. And then just the visuals, I saw what things could be, you know what I mean, in an art form. It was pretty wild, and that's why I felt like it was a cool way to come into 2021.
Maybe that's what remember, Scrooge. Maybe that's what he was doing. He was chipping that night, and he saw the three spirits.
Yeah,
showed him Christmas, Christmas past and Christmas forward.
To come into 2021 like that, I could say was definitely
with an open mind, with an open reality. Yeah,
it was a cool experience because, like, not a lot of people are doing that, but then to really like analyze the brain. Like I was listening to music, and like I found the real meaning behind the song. Like I almost, talking about tears, I almost did kind of cry. I didn't, but like
you could have though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to Summer Walker, and she has a song called "I'm Wasted for You." And I'm always wondered, why did she perform this song like that in this song? But then I could see, because in the song she's talking about she's just getting wasted and, You know what I'm saying? She's getting wasted with you, and because all the time you just trying to smash. You know what I'm saying? So then you see like the intensity in her eyes, almost like it looked like rape. And I was like, what in the? I'm looking at shit like, wow, this is.
So it gave you a different outlook on things.
Yeah, I was looking at everything differently.
Right on.
Everything that I was looking at, I looked at it for something different, and that's what I enjoyed.
Like I said, I'd like to try it someday. I would love to try it. I'd like to. I definitely would like to go up to that camp, that Oscawa camp.
Ayahuasca, and
Ayahuasca
what is it,
Tennessee.
Louisiana?
Yeah.
Why not, man?
So could just go. I think it's it's a 3-day trip and not a 3-day trip, but it's a 3-day.
I don't know if I can
Spent
do it
there
3
3
days.
Well, because they build you up to it. They give you a little bit at a time.
Oh yeah, microdose you and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they build you up to it, and if they see that it's not going to work for you, and then they don't, you don't do it, or also gives you a chance to get to your fullest.
So do
potential.
some research about it and see exactly. You do that shit.
Oh,
That
yeah,
man
I
to
would
be
do
out
it.
there. You gotta be dressing leaves and.
I'll be with the Indians. I'll be like, hi, yeah, 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 yeah.
You sure you never done this before?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh man, I remember the first time I took a psychedelic. I was with AJ Vignola, rest in peace. I was with him, and he dropped he had liquid acid, and he gave me a sugar cube, and he was like, "Here, take a drop," but he was already fucking gone.
Out of his mind.
Yeah, he was gone, and so he dropped it. I saw it was like 3 drops, and I was like, "We're about to take a ride." Yeah, that thing was. I had a Dalmatian, and the spots were floating out of. But you see, at that time, I was doing it for no purpose. Like I wasn't really. I was just doing it just to do it. I didn't know nothing about it. I was a kid. Now knowing all about it,
Right.
like I was reading shit and
It's
watching.
like
you know what I.
Deeper subconscious.
Yeah, just to see. I was taking
awareness.
trips.
Yeah.
I was really taking a trip. I watched this whole little documentary. There's a place in the world, I forget exactly where it was, but these people communicate by whistling. They learn from the birds from their own. But like they would do it, and like you could hear them down the road, and they're telling each other, yeah, over here. There's like a whole language. There's a school about it and everything out there. It still is.
Where's that?
I'll look it up and I'll
Because you know what? That's how Bigfoot communicate, through whistles.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You know Bigfoot, right?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Why he communicate with whistles, but
Excuse me. I guess because since they're in nature, it makes it just sound like a regular bird.
he's like,
No, I said whistles, not honks.
because he couldn't know how to whistle. He's like, you can't. That nigga can't
got
put
a
his
Bigfoot-
lips together.
If you got a Bigfoot that can't whistle.
I can't even whistle. Bigfoot going.
Some people don't need to put their lips together. It's like
whistle.
they can blow it between their teeth.
Oh shit.
Yikes!
Oh man, that was Subway stories. Nothing too crazy.
That was a good Subway story.
Nah, man. Yeah, what it is, you know what I'm saying? There's other ones. We're probably going to recover a lot of other ones. We'll get in the zone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anything? You got anything?
No, I think I'm good. I think we're entering the new year.
Yeah, there you go. 2021, you know what I'm saying? Making noise in the
Right
kitchen.
way, exactly. And check out our website, www.makingnnoiseinthekitchen.com.
Let me get this out real quick because, yeah, we do got some new things. All right. You can check us out if you can't watch the video on YouTube. If you're in the car driving or something, you want to hear the wordings. You can follow us on Anchor. You can follow us on Spotify. You can hear every single
got Spotify.
episode on there. You know what I'm saying? For the free. You know what I mean? We got a lot of new merch coming out. From sweaters to, a mask,
Masks.
gator necks, tote bags, stickers,
Sweatshirts.
socks, and it's all going to be on teespring.com, so please show us some support there. Of course, follow us on makingnoiseinthekitchen.com because, go on makingnoiseinthekitchen.com because that's the main store, and that's we want you to really get the goods from every chef experience from in there. You know what I'm saying?
Check out while you're there. Check out the websites. Check out the different doors. Check out the recipes. Check out the podcast. check everything out while you're there.
Hell yeah.
Subscribe, like, follow.
You can find everything in the description box right now. You'll see the link to or the web address to the store, and everything else, the Teespring and all that. Follow us there. You know what I'm saying? Show love on Instagram. Like this. Press the notification bell, and it'll let you know every time we're doing something dope. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything you got?
Every time we're on, we're doing something dope.
All the time we're around.
Exactly. So until next time, peace.
Making noise in the kitchen, B.